Assalamu alaikum class. I'm your teacher Ms. Rida. Hope you all are fine. So today we are going to complete our unit 1. As you know that we have studied almost half of the unit 1 in our schools. We took your tests also, and we have studied about structure of plants, structure of stems, roots, leaves, etc. So the part we are going to cover today is structure of animals. It's from your science book, page number 6. So you know the body of animal can be divided into actually two distinct regions. The whole body of animals divided into two regions, that is head and the trunk. Okay, the head, first we will talk about the head. The head is the anterior part of the body. Anterior means the front part of the body. So your head is the anterior part of the body. You know very well about the head. It has got mouth, it has got your sensory organs, also it has your brain. So sensory organs like your eyes, ears, tongue, nose, these are all present in your head part, and your mouth is present in your head part, and also your brain is present in your head part, and this part is the anterior part of the body. The second part of animal's body is called as the trunk, which is the posterior part of the body. So, the second part of the body is the trunk, that is also called the posterior part of the body. The trunk is the lower posterior part of the body, which contains all the important organs, all the important organ systems of the body, like your digestive system, your respiratory system, etc. And it also includes your limbs. Limbs means your arms, your legs. It is also included in the trunk part. So is it clear to all of you? I hope that your whole body is divided into two parts, the head part and the trunk part. The head includes the mouth, sensory organs and brain, and all the other all the other parts of the body, that is the posterior part, includes in the trunk area. It includes your all important organs and organ system, and also your limbs. Now the other topic in your book is about skeleton. You must have heard about the skeleton. The animal bodies are soft and elastic, so they need a hard substance to support them, to support their body. Some soft bodied animals like jellyfish do not have hard skeleton, and some animals do have hard skeleton. So the hard material which supports and gives shape to the body of an animal is called as skeleton. So your skeleton actually gives you support, it gives you proper and posture to the body, and it also gives you the proper shape of the body. It helps you in movement also. So there are three types of skeleton among animals. It is hydroskeleton, exoskeleton and endoskeleton. First, we will talk about hydroskeleton. It is present in very soft-bodied animals like earthworms, caterpillars. They have got this hydroskeleton. You must have observed that among earthworms and caterpillars, there is nothing hard in their body, so they don't have any hard skeleton inside their body. They have the skeleton which we call as hydrostatic skeleton. Their bodies are actually supported by liquid which is present in the cells and in the spaces between them. This type of skeleton is called as hydrostatic skeleton. As the name indicating that hydro means any liquid. So this type of skeleton is actually that kind of skeleton in which the bodies are being supported by liquid which is present in the cells and between the spaces. There will be no bones, no hard skeleton in these animals like in earthworm and in caterpillars. The next type of skeleton is exoskeleton. As the name is indicating that exo means whenever you hear this word exo, it always means outside. Whenever you hear this word endo, it means inside. So exoskeleton. Exoskeleton is found in most invertebrates. The invertebrates, are those animals that don't have vertebral column. So this type of skeleton is present in invertebrates. The bodies of insects are covered by hard, tough skin or cuticle, which is made of strong waterproof material called chitin. These chitin is composed of plates and hollow tubes, which not only protect and support the body but also give it a specific shape. This type of skeleton is called as exoskeleton. Different colors of the exoskeleton help the animal to hide from the predators also. So this type of skeleton is present among cockroaches and other insects. They have the skeleton outside their body. The exoskeleton does not grow with the body of the animal. So as the animal grows, the cuticle is shed and a new one grows in its place. This is a unique property of exoskeleton actually, that as the animal grows during its lifetime, the cuticle is shed and a new one grows in its place and the new exoskeleton forms. This process is also called as molting. Now the last one is endoskeleton. As the name is indicating, endo means inside. So all animals that have endoskeleton, they have the skeleton inside their body. Like all vertebrates are supported by a hard internal skeleton called as endoskeleton. The endoskeleton is actually made up of bones of different sizes and shapes, and it gives the body proper support and proper shape. It also protects your internal organs. So you know that you have this endoskeleton. Your skeleton is inside your body. You can feel your bones inside your body. So you and all other vertebrates to have endoskeleton. And endoskeleton is mainly made up of bones. Thank you very much.